CBN's Brody is on the ground in Orlando, a mainland city directly in the path of Hurricane Ian. As weather cleanup begins there, a local pastor is encouraging those who are facing life storms.
Here in Orlando, about 5 miles away from Walt Disney World, the wind and rain still a very serious threat as that storm makes its way out of the area, but also flooding. That's what I'm talking about right here. Despite all that, despite the ongoing nature of this storm, the highway seems to be getting back to normal. Many families headed back to the southwest coast to check on family members and also see what's left of their property after that devastating storm. But it's not just the wind and the rain, because now it's a tropical storm. It's about 73 miles an hour of high winds. That's the possibility within the nature of that storm. So that's not the serious threat. Now it's flooding issues. It's also the potential for flash flooding and tornado threats throughout the region. Look at this retention pond over here. These are all over the area here in Orlando for situations just like this. And it's spilling over into this causeway, and there's just nowhere for the water to go. So again, the threat is very real, as even though the nature of this storm, the most devastating impacts of the storm have gone, this is what we're left with, and it's going to keep going and continue for the next 24 hours. Now, I had a chance to speak with the local pastor. He telling me here in the Orlando area, he was stuck, hunkered down in the dark, talking to me about the situation at hand, how his congregation was just very much heartbroken over the nature and the situation of this state. He was stuck in the dark, telling me a horrible story about his mother, who didn't understand that the 90 miles from Tampa to her home where the storm hit, didn't know it was going to happen. So she was stuck, hunkering down in the storm. Thankfully, she's okay. He's still worrying about the property and what he's going to go back home to, preparing for the worst but hoping for the best, much like the state of Florida. But he still tells me, even though there is a storm raging on, we're going to get through this together in Florida. We're going to get through this with the grace of God.
As believers in the Lord Jesus Christ, as the Church of Jesus Christ, we have this amazing comfort and peace that actually gives us the strength during the storm and after the storm. And, even as I'm talking to you right now and whoever's listening, I want to encourage them. The Lord is with you. God is with you in the middle of the storm, no matter what your trial is. It may be a physical hurricane, or it may be something spiritual in your life that you're going through.
The devastation is far-reaching. We will see more as this storm continues to make its way to the Atlantic coast, and as Operation Blessing continues to help those who are most affected by this storm. Brody, CBN News.